Hey, it's Matthew with Complete Essentials at rnadrops.com. And today I want to talk to you about something that I love a tremendous amount, and it is our Beyond Whole Food multivitamin from Complete Essentials. Here's why I love this product, okay? I spent years in the natural bodybuilding community and health and fitness and wellness. And as you may know my story, maybe you don't, I've had ups and downs with my health, and I've been through some major illnesses. And one of the most important things that I've discovered for my body is avoiding synthetic toxic vitamins. Most vitamins on the market are synthetic and toxic, and they produce little to no value, if any. Your body doesn't recognize those things. They're not natural. They don't affect the body and the cells the way that a whole food-based product works. That's my daughter, by the way. She's here at the office with me, so you might hear her in the video. So here's the thing. There is the main ingredient in this product. If you look at any product, the first thing it says in the whole cluster of things is usually the predominant ingredient, and then it goes down there from the list. But you have whole food sea vegetation blend, cultivated seaweed, and we have different forms of seaweed, including laminaria. I want to tell you how important laminaria is. If you go to pubmed.gov, and you look up a ingredient known as, fucoidan. It's Fucoidan. There are over 40 studies published on the benefits of fucoidan. And let me tell you why that's important. When you look at this laminaria whole food seaweed, it's a highly potent and bioavailable concentrated source of natural organic iodine for the thyroid, polysaccharides, fucoidan, fucosanthin, and 72 vitamins and minerals that you need every single day. So how powerful is that? A natural source that can transform you from the inside out, not a synthetic garbage junk vitamin. You got to go beyond toxic vitamins when you're searching to restore or optimize your health. Here's an example. Okay, I'm 38 years old today, and I'm working out like I did when I was 19 years old. And I expect to get better and better and better as timing goes along. Now, I've been through 3 major illnesses that should have taken a huge toll on my body, and I should have never recovered from, but I did. I don't think that there is a secret to well-being. As best-selling author Raymond Francis says in his book, Never Be Sick Again, there's only one cause of disease, and that's a malfunctioning cell. There's only 2 different pathways, toxicity and deficiency. The Complement line at rnadrops.com, our complete set, addresses all of those issues. The other thing to keep in mind is that everything is sourced from, you guessed it, natural sources that your body can recognize, designed to correct toxicity and deficiency. Keep it simple. Now, here's what can happen when you address your body holistically like this. In 2012, I went into the emergency room. I had a 10-day migraine. I don't know what caused it. I think it was an infection, that I may have had, maybe a post-Lyme's disease infection. I struggled with that for a while. I overcame it eventually. But I went in and they put a cocktail in my arm, 6 different drugs and an IV. I went into shock and I almost lost my life. I couldn't walk for almost 6 months after that. I went into the ER over a dozen times within that next month following that incident. And every time I went, they kept shaking their head and throwing antidepressants at me. Now, I'm not here to tell you the rightness and wrongness of synthetic pharmaceuticals and the medical establishment. There's a value in everything, okay? When you get a headache and an ibuprofen takes it away, there's a value in that. I'm not here to tell you who's right and who's wrong. But in this particular example, the quality of my life plummeted to even below the level of when I had chronic late-stage Lyme's disease from an infusion of 6 drugs that were all synthetic into my body. Searching for a cure for myself to get out of that state, I had to talk to many health professionals and figure out how to detox my body and to get the critical minerals and nutrients my immune system needed and all my cells needed to replenish and repair themselves. One of the main things that I discovered that helped me, and I believe it really restored my body, was the brown seaweed extract, and it's called laminaria. Okay, I started using laminaria, and I was so weak I could barely walk. And within less than 2 weeks' time, I was back doing leg workouts again. Now that sounds absurd, but I will promise you I'm not the only one. I have a friend, and her name is Christy, and you can see her healing story online. Her name is Christy Aphrodite. If you look it up, and you can look up Christy Aphrodite, brown seaweed extract. You can look up her interviews. She has talk interviews on the internet. And she actually had MS and cancer and all sorts of other diseases. And today she has none of those diseases. She was wheelchair bound. And I'm not going to tell you how she did it, but I will tell you that when I contacted her as my advisor to help me out of that situation, when I was bedbound with the shock from the drugs, she told me there was one product I needed to get on immediately, and it was the brown seaweed extract laminaria. She said she had used that product herself and restored her well-being over time, and she felt effects right away. And then she said she had a friend who was in the medical healing community who actually quit her profession because she realized that in her case, she was poisoning people and she actually wanted to help people. So she began using the brown seaweed extract and helping people with so-called incurable illnesses. And you can hear all about it if you do a little research on the internet. So I'm not here to treat, prevent, diagnose, heal, cure, or resolve any of your conflicts, maladies, diseases. But I am here to share information. And I want to give you one advice that's helped me tremendously, and it is to avoid synthetic toxic vitamins because they're junk, they're worthless. Most of them are coming in from China, and they're not even real, and at best, they're toxins. The second thing is to give your body what it truly looks for. It looks for 72 essential critical minerals every single day for your immune system to function optimally. Just like a garden plant, anything in nature, go back to nature. Deal with your emotional conflicts. I use German New Medicine for that. And I use other things like the EFT and thought field therapy, things like that. But if you treat yourself as half as good as you treat your pets maybe, or anybody else, your kids, whatever, you'd be surprised what your body can do. Again, I went out last night and I went out and closed the bar down at 38 years old. And, I was having alcohol. I don't usually ever drink, but I had plenty last night. I felt like $1 million when I got up today. I'm going to work out today. I only had a couple hours of sleep. You see, I'm doing things that I couldn't even do when I was 19 because I had no clue what real health and nutrition was at that age. And today I do. I know what the body needs. I know what my body needs. My goal for you is to give you the information that I've discovered over, it's almost been 20 years of natural healing now, over 10,000 hours of study, and case after case after case, even in my own life, I've seen incredible results with just obvious. The solutions are usually so simple, it's mind-blowing. So back to the story, this multivitamin, very near and dear to me. It's got fulvic acid in it. It has the laminaria. It has the first ingredient is whole food sea vegetation blend. Stuff's incredible, guys. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you, and I hope you got something out of this. And you can always come back if you missed anything, and we'll see you next time.